What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? So check this out, right? One of the things that I struggle with, and this is just me being transparent, one of the things that I struggle with is being disrespected. Oh my gosh. I struggle with being disrespected. Now, your struggle might be different than mine. Your struggle can be substance abuse. Your struggle can be pornography. Whatever the case may be, that can be your struggle. But my struggle is being disrespected. You see, when I'm disrespected, I go through several different phases. And one of the phases is I always take a step back and I'm like, who the heck do you think I am? What about me thinks that you can disrespect me and I just take it? Right? That's phase. That I go through the phases, right? Then the next phase is you got me messed up. Then the third phase is now I got to show you who the heck I am. Right? So I was thinking about it last night and I was like, you know what? The first step of anything that you're going through is identifying the problem. And for me, being disrespected is a problem, but I had to dig deeper. And for me, that that feeling that I get when I'm disrespected comes from trauma, right? Like it comes from trauma. And see, for myself, what I started thinking is, you know, we say these Bible verses because these are things that we have learned as a child, right? You know, yea, though I walk through the valley of death, you know, you are with me, right? But here's the thing. A lot of times we don't understand the concept of those Bible verses. See, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, certain people might think that, okay, you got to be going through something and people shooting at you and this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. No, sometimes your valley of death is disrespect. And see, when I'm disrespected, it throws me off course because the disrespect is the thing that it kind of like it's an interruption. Disrespect to me is an interruption because it takes me off focus. See, I'm trying to get here, but now I got to deal with this. So instead of me going this way, I'm focusing on this. And the problem is that's when the devil gets you. See, we often think that the devil shows up as this guy that looks like a, monstrous figure and this, that, and other. No, the devil in your life can be television. The devil in your life can be money. The devil in your life can be anything that takes you off course. And like I said, for me, it's disrespect. So I'm not going to call it an error because words have power, but I'm dealing with disrespect right now. Right? Like I'm dealing with disrespect right now. And I was thinking last night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm just like it was just doing something to my mind. And then I thought about it. I come on here and I make these videos and I always talk about the growth is in being uncomfortable. So for me, when I'm disrespected, I'm uncomfortable. But everything in life that goes through stages of growth, you are uncomfortable. And what it hit me last night that like, why do I keep going through, it seems like every, a couple months, a level of disrespect? It's because I haven't learned my lesson. I haven't learned the lesson. And when you don't learn the lesson, history repeats itself. And if you're not careful, the very thing that you can't stand, you become. So I was looking at myself last night and I was just like, I was just trying to put a finger on things, right? And my youngest son, I was talking to him and I wasn't finished talking and he started to walk away. And I snapped. Hey, you don't hear me talk? Don't you ever turn your back on me. And I thought about that moment because I was being disrespected. And because I was being disrespected and it took me off course, everything else started to look like disrespect. Now, he didn't know that I was still talking because it was a pause. And we were just having a regular conversation. It wasn't even nothing. No, we were just having a regular conversation and then he turned away. But because my focus was on me being disrespected, everything started to look like disrespect. So I told him, don't you ever walk away from me, whatever. And he like looking at me like, what did I do? And he said, okay, and he walked away. But in the middle of the night, it hit me. When I'm disrespected, I'm distracted. And when I'm distracted, that's when the devil can come in and have his way. And I'm making this video for anybody out there that it might not be disrespect for you. It might be, the lack of you doing something for someone else and the lack of that response back. It can be whatever the case may be, but whatever it is a distraction from the goal. Then you look up and 4 months then went by and you had a goal of this, that, and the other, but 4 months then went by because you have been distracted. And I'm just, like I'm saying, I try to come on here and I try to be transparent. And, I know God, I have faith, but I'm also human. And a lot of times you beat yourself up for having human experience. You beat yourself up, right? And what tends to happen is when you start going a little left, sometimes you be like, see, I tried and blah, 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 and this, that, and the other, right? And then you just keep going left. Life is about course correction. Last night was my epiphany. As I laid in that bed and I was just like, and it just hit me. Because here I am questioning who the heck you think I am. Meanwhile, God is questioning me as like, whose are you? I'm worried about who you think I am, and God is trying to show me who I'm supposed to be. So now when the disrespect is coming, because listen, this is life. You're going to be disrespected. It's not about what you do, it's how I respond. And that's what I'm working on. I said this the other day. I'm caught in between. You got me messed up, right? But I'm working on it because I have identified my shortcomings. And how I deal with disrespect is what my kids is going to take on. I woke up this morning, I'm up for the gym 3:45, right? And I went to my son's room and I just rubbed his head. And you know what I'm saying? Because I felt bad. And see, a lot of us and a lot of you out there, people are paying the price for something that has nothing to do with them. You see, I come on here, I make these videos, I'm doing all of the stuff that I'm doing, and I'm trying to be a righteous person. And there's people out there that can't stand seeing me do such and such. And the people that can't stand seeing me do such and such, what do they have to do? They have to bring up the old you. If you was a person that fought all the time, they got to bring that up. Because now you are preaching peace, they got to bring up the old you. Yeah, he talking about peace, but I remember this, that, and the other, right? You know what? Yes, that's how I was. That's how I was. That's why I show my scars. My scars are visible. My scars are visible. When I'm going through some stuff, I'm going to let you know. When I have went through some stuff, I'm going to let you know, because you never know who out there needs to hear that story. But the problem is when you stay in that story. People like to have these sad stories. You ask somebody, hey man, what's up, how you doing? Then they're going to give you a backstory of like, man, nobody ever believed in me. One person said they ain't believe in you. One person. Right? One person said they ain't believe in you. But as time goes on, that one becomes 100. And you don't even have 100 friends. Because people like the story. They feel like that story somehow pumps you up. Listen. My story, I had a great foundation. It was up to me to follow suit. And every time I didn't follow suit, X, Y, and Z would happen in my life. So, summarize all of this stuff up, man. I don't even want to call it demon, but my situation that throws me off course is being disrespected. So guess what? I keep finding myself in these situations that I'm disrespected, because that's just my test. And if you keep finding yourself in certain situations, it's just God trying to grow you. That's it. God's just trying to grow you.